Hello everyone, and welcome to this new video tutorial for Maverick Render. In this video, we will introduce the animation options applied to cameras. We will open a shaded view and make the camera gizmo visible. We add a transform motion controller and drop it onto the camera. In the timeline, we go to one of the final frames and change the position on the Z-axis. We can play with the initial and final positions to create a camera pullback movement. We will deactivate this motion controller and create a new one. We drop it onto the camera, and this time we will rotate specifically on the camera's Y-axis. Scrubbing through the timeline, we can clearly see the camera rotating from its position. What we want to do here is rotate using the teapot as the pivot. To do this, we go to the coordinates roll-up, activate the pivot option, and select the teapot. Now that we've changed the coordinates, we need to configure the rotation on the Z-axis. We set one full rotation and confirm that the movement is now as intended. We now hide this motion controller again and create a new camera. To animate a camera, we recommend doing it through an assembly. How do we do that? Well, we create an assembly and drop the camera inside it. We activate the visibility of the assembly and create a new motion controller. We drop it onto the assembly and configure one full rotation. Now we have the camera animation. Let's rename this motion controller for easier identification and attempt the classic nodding movement where the camera tilts while simultaneously moving up and down. And configure the rotation on the X-axis. And configure the rotation on the X-axis. Now we see the animation rotates while moving upward. What we want next is for the animation to go up and down. To achieve this, we will use the ping-pong options of the motion controller. It seems appropriate, as confirmed when scrubbing through the timeline. We'll use the play feature by configuring the final frame. The animation seems too fast, so we lengthen both motion controllers and reconfigure the final frame of the animation. We review the animation, and the point where the ping-pong effect occurs feels too abrupt. To fix this, we use an ease out type and adjust the tension slightly. Finally, the animation results in a smooth and continuous effect we like. Next, we want to create an animation that transitions from camera 1 to camera 2. We'll keep the motion controller for camera 1, which performs the pull back movement. Now we create a motion controller called cam switch, which will tell the timeline which camera to display. We drop cam switch 1 onto camera 1 and place cam switch 2 on camera 2. We organize the timeline, positioning cam switch 1 at the beginning to occupy camera 1's motion controller and placing cam switch 2 after, along with the motion controllers for camera 2. Remember to select the first camera in the IPR combo box for it to work. If we press play, we will see the complete animation. We need to reconfigure the final frame because the animation is now longer. Finally, we press play and see how the animation works. Also, remember that if you navigate through the scene in the IPR, you will now see a yellow icon indicating that you are in a non-actual position. To view the animation, you need to press the home icon and it will work. Well, this has been the introduction to camera animation. Have fun with Maverick and see you in future videos with more complex examples.